I like movies. I like TV shows. I especially like good movies, and I especially, above all else, like good TV shows. Now, to that effect, I just binge watched a show over the past 2 days. It was a short show. The show I'm talking about is the HBO miniseries Chernobyl. Now, the keen eye out there may notice that this show came out 6 years ago, meaning that I'm very late to the whole Chernobyl craze. I mean, you're probably sitting there thinking, Grant, when this show came out, I still thought girls were gross and had half the amount of ass hair. But here we are, 6 years later, and I've just gotten around to watching this show. A show that is so highly rated and so highly spoken about that I am genuinely horrified with myself that I'm just now watching it, considering it's 5 hour long episodes. I've watched shows 30 times its length right when they came out. Now, my review of Chernobyl might seem a little harsh to some of you, but it's the truth. It was absolutely fucking amazing from start to finish. It is easily one of the best shows I've ever seen. It's barely a show, but I'm going to count it because it was so unbelievably good. Every second of this show was phenomenal. I mean, every single second of this show just had me on the edge of my seat. It didn't let me stop watching. I mean, this show had me looking up facts about the real Chernobyl event while I was watching the show. The show was on my TV, and I had my phone out looking up things about Chernobyl. I've never looked up Chernobyl in my life, ever. I'll show you my search history right now. And if you scroll past all the Spencer's Monster Dildos searches, you will see numerous searches about Chernobyl. Starting off with where it is, and then what the exclusion zone is now, what happened, who the people were, everything about it. I was looking up this show like I was a middle schooler obsessed with the Titanic again. I was looking up this show like I was a 12-year-old on his iPad looking up naked boobs for the first time. I mean, it was just that good. I was looking this shit up like I was writing a Wikipedia article. I was searching stuff like, what did this government think about it? What did this government? I mean, the show is so honestly well done with the way that it lays out the story. I mean, I feel like I'm a Chernobyl expert now. I know everything about this event. I had no fucking clue. I had heard about it before the show. By the way, I do keep up with the times, and I do keep up with things that happened 40 years ago, and I was aware of Chernobyl. I was aware of that it's a closed off area now, and that it was a nuclear meltdown or whatever. I had no fucking idea that the entire eastern half of Europe was in jeopardy before those three divers went down and drained the tanks. I had no idea. I learned so much during the show, and it was so fucking good. I have only once in my entire life ever looked up the director of a TV show or movie in order to see what else they've directed so I could watch it. And I did that with the director of Chernobyl, or at least whoever directed the first couple episodes. I assume that this person directed all of it. And I'm sure all you Letterbox nerds out there are probably going, "Well, who's the other director?" David Fincher. I just watched Fight Club, so I was like, I gotta fucking see what else this dude has done. I mean, Chernobyl just, first off, I mean, every second of the show was just masterfully done. The set was like unbelievable. I don't know how much of this show was CGI, but if the majority of it was, they fooled the fuck out of me. It was I couldn't discern it at all. This was some high grade hentai. I couldn't even I'm assuming all of this was real set. I think. Well, not all of it, but A lot of it was because the sets were amazing. The fucking makeup, I was horrified looking at the radiation victims. The fucking firemen, the lady's fireman husband. Oh my god. This is the first show that I have watched from start to finish, watching every second of it. I don't know one character's name. I take that back. Boris. I know Boris. I don't know one character's name other than him in that show. Couldn't name one. Couldn't even guess. They're all fucking Russian. They're all fucking Russian. The entire show's in English besides their names. I don't know any of their Russian names. I don't know anyone's names. I watched 5 hours of a show. It is like a top 10 show I've ever seen in my life. I don't know any of the characters' names besides Boris. That literally speaks to how good the show is. The ability to tell a story so effectively without even like the characters mattering that much. Like, just the directing of being able to tell such a crazy fucking story. Like, dude, I'm all over Chernobyl now. I'm getting Chernobyl TikToks, by the way. I've said it so much. I'm scrolling through TikTok. I'm doom scrolling like I do for 4 hours a day. And I'm seeing fucking Chernobyl TikToks. What am I doing? I'm out here on X saying shit like, we gotta take care of the elephant's foot now. This is gonna be a problem later. I'm out here fucking. Dude. If you haven't seen this show, you need to go watch it right now. You need to finish this video. You need to watch this video all the way through so the algorithm doesn't bend me over. And then you need to go watch all of my other videos and you need to watch them all the way through. Don't leave me half chubbed or anything. Finish me off the full way. And then and only then, you need to go grab your phone or your laptop or your TV. You need to text your mom what the max password is, because we know that you're not paying for it. Your mom still's paying for it. You need to ask her what the password is. Then you need to wait 15 minutes. Once she finally responds, you need to sign in and you need to watch Chernobyl. It is simply 5 hours, and I know you guys are not doing anything with most of your day. So you need to go and watch this show. I mean, all I do is just work and then I go to the gym. I just watch this show at night. It took me just the 2 nights to do it. I'm telling you, after you finish this show, you're gonna be just walking around. You're gonna go up to your coworkers and they're gonna be like, hey Jim, how was how was your night? How was your evening? What'd you do? And you're gonna be like, you know what? Bob? I think you need to shut the fuck up and we need to check the graphite. We need to check the graphite in our local nuclear power plants because it's a fucking flux moderator. And we can't let that shit be not flux moderating. Okay? And you know what? Even further to that extent, Bob, or whatever name I said, you need to make sure that you inject the boron into the core before the graphite gets in there, Bob. I'm damn near getting mad at people that aren't focused more about the graphite and the flux moderation. I'm all over it. I could build a damn nuclear power plant from scratch after watching this show. I'm invigorated with the need for sustainable clean energy after watching this show. It was so like you just went from like horrified to fucking nervous to sad, just flip-flop over and over again. I didn't fact check any of the show. I'm assuming most of it is real for the most part. I'm sure some events are dramatized, but I mean, dude, if that show is even 75% accurate, that might be generous. If that show's even 50% accurate, this was crazy. I mean, what happened there was absolutely fucking crazy. I didn't realize there was so much lying and conspiring about it. Oh my god. And just like, oh my god, the scenes where they're sitting at the table and they're like, this is gonna happen, the world's gonna end, you're gonna grow a third testicle, and she's gonna lose all her hair in 2 weeks unless we make 50 fucking people go into the reactor balls first and piss on each other. That's literally what they were saying at the table every time, and I was eating that shit up. I was eating that shit up like fucking like a plate from Panda Express with orange chicken, seasoned steak, and fried rice, which is the best order. God, in the scene where the three of them were walking around and killing the dogs. They did such like a good, you know what they fucking did that was so good? The way that like, man, it's just like the writing. It was the way that they told so many stories over such a long period of time so perfectly. Like they did such a good job at just like so much happened in the first year after the fucking reactor blew up, and they did such a good job at just like showing you, telling the parts of the story that made the most impact, right? Like you didn't need to fucking see, you know, just a month afterwards. It was more important to see the first couple months and then take a long break and see like 10 months later when they were fucking shooting all the pets and stuff in the city. And oh my god, it was just so perfect. It just showed amazingly the progression from this can't be happening, this isn't real, someone must have just taken a fucking dookie in the reactor and that's why it's having an issue. And that segued all the way to we need to rip up the earth, kill all the pets, and evacuate everyone because this shit is real. Plus, this show actually had me looking up what the fuck radiation is because what is radiation? Does anyone know? Are they lying to us about that? I mean, what the fuck is radiation? I looked it up and I wasn't satisfied, so I looked it up again and then I watched a YouTube video. Because what is radiation? You can't just tell me it's fucking energy being transmitted and it's doing some stuff to me. What is this? Radiation is something out of a video game. Radiation is something out of Elder Scrolls. You're telling me if I just walk into a certain part of the earth, an invisible force starts burning me alive and gives me cancer? Google lies to you. I need you guys, the truth tellers of the internet, to comment and tell me what show I need to watch now, because I will watch it and I'll binge watch it. I will absolutely ghost everyone important to me in my life to watch a show that you tell me to watch, and then I will come on here and I will apologize for being late like I am here, and then I will tell you about what I thought about it. So, anyways, just wanted to talk about Chernobyl because it was fucking amazing. Goodbye.